Hear that? It's raining and windy. Today is 3/5/2025, and it's raining really bad out. But for even though it's raining, my mom wanted to walk to the dollar store. She's going there to get us some like bread, some more soda, and some other stuff. She don't care if it's storming or there's a blizzard or anything. She likes to get out and walk. I'm gonna tell y'all a dream I had. It's a dream that I've had many a time or several times. It started off me and Sabrina Carpenter were in this restaurant back home in my hometown of Connersville. She'd be nice. I'm talking about Sabrina Carpenter. She'd be nice to my face, but then she'd talk bad about me to the other girls that were there. And she must have thought I was gay or something, 'cause she kept making me drink those pink squirrel drinks. Then somehow we were out in the country with our old friends Marge and Tom Pebworth, and Tom kept being mean to my mom, and so she decided to wreck his truck when we drove to town. He had a black truck Mom wrecked. and and then, well, before that, we were driving through town, and these two Bon Jovi looking guys got mad at my mom for driving on an area they claimed was a movie set. Mom said, "This ain't no movie set. You're just like making an area for like to unveil somebody's face on the side of an RV." And then the next thing you know, I tell one of them, "You can die." He pulls out a gun, and I said, "Okay, you don't need to use a gun. We're just gonna leave." He said, "No, you're the one that's gonna die." Yeah, both young boys look like Bon Jovi. Then, me and my mom lived in some town in the middle of the woods. I guess it was Gatlinburg. This apartment here was like obviously here, and right back there was a fence, and behind it was a mechanic place and a McDonald's and some other restaurant. I think it was Taco Bell or something. Well, for some reason, I kept picking on our neighbor boy Dylan. Every time I'd see him out at his mechanic shop, I'd slam his head in the ground, slam him up against the cars he was working on. And in my dream, he was bald. That means I wouldn't be mean to him in real life. But anyway, yeah, I had a crazy dream. I've had many dreams like where Sabrina Carpenter doesn't like me. That means she would in real life. It's stuffy in here. Anyway, all my life, I've always had reoccurring dreams. Like, I'll have dreams that we live in a house or in an apartment building in the middle of a cemetery. And my job is to, like, turn all the spotlights on at night so we can see all the graves around us. Well, every time I do that, there'd be a dead person getting out of the grave and standing up by our windows. And my job was also to push them away with a stick. Once I pushed them away with a stick, they'd go back to their graves. Well, one day I had a dream, that exact dream, but one of the dead people were trying to attack me. I said, "Mom, come help me. They're coming through our front door," which only had a small latch on it. And the zombie man was on top of me trying to eat my face or something. And Mom said, nah, I'll help you in a little bit. Right now I'm watching Dr. Phil. Then I've always had dreams where I'm riding in a vehicle with people down back roads and towns and everywhere. People I don't know, going places I don't know. Sometimes we end up going to a giant abandoned school and we're running around that trying to hide from people. It's like a really cool school, but it's huge and you can get lost in it. But then sometimes I have dreams where I'm a kid in school and I just get let out of school and I gotta walk around town or out in the country trying to figure out which house my mom lives in. Then, when I was little, me and my mom and dad used to live at this place, 807 Eastern Avenue, apartment 1, Connersville, Indiana. Well, we used to have this futon. It was a black futon with like a black mattress. For in case you don't know what a futon is, it's like a couch. You can make a really uncomfortable couch. Then you pull it out a little and you make a really uncomfortable bed. Well, this thing, I can confirm, was haunted. It must have came from somebody that died who collected dolls. What I mean is, every time I would set my typewriter on that thing, there's a little cardinal. Anyway, every time I'd set my typewriter on the the futon, suddenly my mom and dad was also a witness. It would start typing out the letters, help me, or oh my God, I'm burning. Freaked me out. Every night or day when I would take a nap on that futon, I would have the same reoccurring dream where I'm laying there with this Victorian doll sitting up on my chest. She would have a green dress with like pink polka dots, and she had this really dark brown curly hair. She would suddenly start screaming. And anytime I'd start screaming, she would scream even louder than me. And in my dream, my parents would just be sitting there watching TV, didn't care that this doll was screaming on top of me. It would freak me out. But in real life, I would wake up screaming. And my parents would be freaking out, trying to figure out what was wrong with me. They'd say, what's wrong? I'd say, oh, just had that dream again about it all. My mom said she used to have dreams that she was walking across these thin boards up in the sky, and one wrong move, she would have fell into hell. When she used to live on our Aunt Judy's farm, every 4th of July, she'd have a dream that George Washington and his group of people were walking through the farm. For some reason, she also had a dream where one time she was on top of a building in Egypt, freaking out, trying to figure out how to get home, and across the way she could see America, but she couldn't get to it. We always have crazy dreams. Oh yeah. Still, I got that open challenge to any psychic who can write my biography since I was born all the way till now, or any time. Yeah, like now, I will give you half of the publishing money when I get the biography made. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and goodbye.